In business tonight, government will be getting help from the International Monetary Fund, the Inter-American Development Bank and others to improve the performance of the public sector and boost access to funding for entrepreneurs. That's according to Central Bank Governor Dr. Delal Worrell.
We are not too proud to seek assistance to address our weaknesses, and government has secured assistance from the Inter-American Development Bank, the Caribbean Technical Assistance Center, the IMF and others to improve public sector performance and to secure adequate finance at affordable terms for entrepreneurs.
Dr. Worrell says talks are ongoing and that Minister of Finance Chris Sinclair will soon speak in more detail about the initiative.
We are in discussions and there has been the IMF has agreed to assist us with aspects of public sector improvement in the performance of the public sector that I have identified. And tax policy is one of them, not just the VAT, but tax policy on the whole. And so I expect that the Minister will shortly be speaking to the assistance that the IMF is going to offer us in that regard.
If Barbados wants to see real growth, there must be a greater emphasis on gross national product, more so than gross domestic product. That's the view of President of the Barbados Economic Society, Jeremy Stephen. He made the comment as one of the panelists at a panel discussion entitled Capitalizing on the Restructuring Process, Positioning Barbadian Businesses to Increase Foreign Exchange Earnings Through Increased Exports and Services. It formed part of the James Tudor Institute of Politics celebration of the 59th anniversary of the Democratic Labour Party.
There's opportunity in St. Lucia, as we spoke about. What's wrong with us going in and buying out businesses? There's a lot of cash here. What's wrong with the return on investment from those islands affecting our GNP? We should have a conversation about GNP, gross national product, and not just gross domestic product. You're too caught up with what happens amongst 280,000 people scattered across 166 square miles. Sovereignty is the world and the Bajan ideal.
Meanwhile, Mr. Stephen also sees significant growth prospects in transshipment for Barbados.
Transshipment offers the average Barbadian not just access to export markets because of true flow, but also it stabilizes the cost of living. The problem in Barbados, as has been well researched, is that many a ship comes in. Remember, 54% of our GDP, well, minus 54. 54% of our GDP is taken away in the form of imports. So the problem is ships come here, drop stuff off, they're held up in customs, nothing leaves. So you pay for a round trip when you only had a one-way drop-off.
Here's a look now at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.